So thanks to those two miscellaneous guards, we now know where the DARPA Chief is being held. So we can go in... What is it, Colonel?
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Thanks, Colonel. So yes, now we know where the DARPA Chief is and how elevators work. Whoopee. But on the bright side, we actually got one of the best weapons in the game. The chaff grenade is a very helpful little item that disables any and all electronics. For example, those cameras that are all over the place. Now, there is one downside to the chaff grenade, and that's the fact that it disables the radar, but honestly that's not really a big thing, because you never really need the radar when you're using a chaff grenade, because look at a situation like this. There are no guards in here, I can just freely throw the chaff grenade in, and after it explodes, no danger whatsoever. The camera just goes wonky and we can just swoop in and grab this thermal goggle, which Snake will then put in his pant. Anyway, yeah, thermal goggle. It also has a drawback, and that of course is pain vision. However, it is a very useful item in that you'll need the thermal goggles to detect a certain type of trap, which isn't too common, but without the thermal goggles, they are hard to avoid. There is actually one other solution, which we already have to that, but it is a little painful, so thermal goggles are preferable. This part of the floor really isn't all that difficult. There's grating up here, but there are no guards, and all the guards on the first floor can't actually hear you from up here, even though you're making a lot of noise, so the only danger here is this camera. Not really much of a danger, I mean, it's slow-moving, it's easy to avoid, so nothing to worry about. I'm just gonna snake my way down these stairs. And of course, as we saw before, I don't think these guards are very good at looking upwards, so yeah, I don't think we have much to worry about, especially when we're crouched over, though. Looks kind of uncomfortable, Snake. You might want to adjust your legs or stop crawling or something, I don't know. This big old tank here, you can actually move under these things. See, you can crawl under them. It's not really useful because, honestly, the tank itself is big enough where you can just use it as cover without actually going under it. There are never really enough guards to really justify going under the tank, so not something you need to do. Also, elevators. Special little trick to them. I'll press the button. Elevator came down pretty quick. If you press the elevator button twice, it'll actually come down immediately. Sometimes the elevator does take a while to come down, so you're going to want to call it immediately by pressing the button twice.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA Chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Okay, so yeah, the DARPA Chief's in here. See? Apparently the fact that he's sitting down is very, very spooky. But I don't know why it's spooky. Another thing I want to call attention to, door with a 6 on it. And over here we actually have a door with a 1 on it. That's important. I don't know why you wouldn't think it's important, but it is. But we'll be getting to that soon. What is it, Colonel?
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
Thanks, Colonel. Anyway, it's a good thing there's a ladder just placed conveniently here, given the other door's locked. So, I guess we can just easily sneak in here. This is a pretty obvious security flaw, and I don't know how they didn't fix it at any point. Just had to remove the ladder, guys. It's not that difficult. Come on. Not much to do in these vents. Just crawl along this... Well, it's pretty spacious for a ventilation shaft. I will point that out, as everyone does. Hey guys, did you know that ventilation shafts aren't actually this big? We actually have a little grate here, so let's go into first-person view and look downwards.
Is that a woman? Not him.
That woman's not a man? Who would have guessed? Right, so the second... What is it, Colonel?
Snake, the DARPA Chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Yeah, I already figured that out, Colonel. Real good job there. So yes, now I just need to go over here, first person and cutscene.
Who's that? I'm here to save you.
You're the DARPA Chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary. It's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution...
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of Arms Tech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorist demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
What's that? Hey, what happened?
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Alright, fine. Don't think this door's gonna open, and I only get it jumping. And... hello? Anybody? Answer me? Anybody, doing something? I got a gun. Don't shoot me, please. 'Cause I'll shoot you instead, or something. I don't know. Anybody? Kinda getting bored in this cell right here. Someone in front of the cell, maybe? Oh. Hi, come on, talk to me, man. I want a conversation.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot!
So, first combat encounter. Just point the gun and shoot at people. It's that simple. I've gone over the shoot button before, but there is a very useful trick for gunfights.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Right, so as I was saying, now reloading does happen automatically, but it does take a moment. You can actually reload immediately. I would show you if I had ammo, but You can reload immediately by unequipping and then re-equipping your weapon immediately, and then your weapon will automatically have the maximum amount of bullets, which I'm sure you noticed. Bullets go down at the bottom over time. And since I'm running low on bullets, I actually kind of want to judo throw this guy. But yeah, you can melee people by punching them. I went over the punch button earlier, but if you use the shoot button while you're unarmed, it'll actually choke people to death, which is kind of entertaining. Unfortunately, I don't do it nearly often enough, and I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, see? Immediate reload. Oh no, grenades! Lady, move, come on! How did you do that? Snake just gets dropped immediately if he gets hit by a grenade, but no, she fucking tanked it! Jeez! You're hardcore for a lady who can't even shoot half the time.
Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you? You fool! You've killed him! I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Okay, whatever.